Hey everybody, I'm Lance Goyke and welcome back. We're gonna do a cardio circuit today. We're gonna go 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 6 exercises for 5 rounds. 6 times 5 is 30, so 30 minutes of cardio. Let me get the timer set up and we'll get going. I've also decided to track my heart rate today. So I'm gonna try to keep my heart rate above 120, but below 150. If you have a heart rate monitor, it's a good time to try it out. All right, timer's going. We got couple seconds of warning. First one's going to be an offset squat. So if you normally squat with a parallel stance, one foot's going to be set back and the other one's going to be set forward. And we're just going to step, do the other side, step, do the other side. This is the quickest way to get as many squats as we need to get an actual workout in here. You could do this like switch both feet, but then you have to take 2 steps on each one. And I don't like that. It's just a little less efficient. Big thing on this is you want to make sure you get low enough and you want your feet to stay flat. Doesn't have to be super low. I have hip issues, so I don't like to go super low. But as long as I'm driving through, whole foot stays flat. As long as I'm driving through the heel, it feels pretty good.
3, 2, 1.
And
Stop.
rest. Next up is the bear crawl. So I'm a little limited on space. I don't think I'm gonna walk off camera, so I'm just gonna go a couple steps forward, a couple steps backward. We're gonna start hands and knees. You're gonna pull the belly up.
1.
And you're gonna float the knees off the ground. And then we just step with opposite foot in hand. And we just go back and forth. Big thing on this one is you don't want your neck to take over like this. I don't want my shoulders shrugging. I wanna keep my neck nice and long and relaxed. And then I'm just stepping, holding myself up with hopefully these armpit muscles and the outer lower abdominals. If you're feeling your back some, your hips are probably too low and you wanna pull your belly up and around your low back.
3,
just
2,
a wee bit.
1. Stop.
Nice, and rest. If that one's too hard, you can stay on your knees for that one. Next one is a bent over shoulder Y raise. So we're gonna make a Y shape. We're gonna bend over. It's exactly what it sounds like.
1. Go.
First, hips go back. Feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. And then both hands are gonna come up, forward, and out into a Y shape. Same principle on this one. You don't wanna lift so high that you're shrugging. We don't want the neck to take over. This is supposed to be a supportive scapular shoulder positioning mobility kind of exercise. I feel a little better going a little faster here, so I'm gonna pick up the pace. It's not about
3, 2,
holding in the
1.
hard spot for super
Stop.
long. I just want you to get a good squeeze in the mid back, right about here. That's 3 down. Next one is the run in place. Just gonna run in place. You can go run for real if you have
3,
the space, but I'm just gonna stay here.
1. Go.
If it feels pretty easy, you can try to pick up the pace. It's really easy to change the intensity on this one. And you know, if this is too much, something more like this, like steps. Whatever you do though, I need to make sure that your arms are moving too. Okay, it's not some river dance kind of thing. Heart rate is 129, that's
3,
not bad.
2,
And
1.
rest,
Stop.
okay. So that's 4. 5th one is the groiner to overhead reach. You're gonna come down, hands and knees. You're gonna pull your belly up. You're gonna come into a plank position.
3, 2, 1.
And go. And then we're gonna bring your foot up, nice and flat. And then you're gonna reach the same side arm up towards the ceiling. And then we switch sides. This gives us a little abdominal positioning, can help increase hip mobility if you keep the knee inside like that, it really helps. A lot of people will do it with the knee outside, and you'll feel more mobile that way, but it's not challenging your positioning muscles quite as well, so I don't like to do it that way. You get this thoracic rotation.
3, 2,
also good for the shoulders.
1. Stop.
This whole cardio circuit's really good for recovering from anything that makes you sore, like heavy weightlifting that makes you sore or stiff in the thorax. Sixth one, final one of the round
3,
is the lower trunk rotation. You're gonna lay on your back.
1. Go.
Arms out in a T shape. I gotta scoot out a little bit. Legs are up like this. I want knees close but not together. They're gonna fall to one side, and then your head's gonna turn the other way. And we're just gonna leave it there for now. I'll give you the next step on the next round. So you don't wanna spend a lot of time here in the middle. You wanna try to, you can slow down when you get to the rotated parts. But you should feel the abs holding you up. You might even feel some quad, but that's not
3,
the primary thing here.
2, 1.
All right,
Stop.
rest, nice. One down. That's not so bad. Heart rate's 103 though, that's why it's not so bad. Better hurry up. Offset squat, back to standing.
3, 2, 1. Go.
I'm gonna try to pick up the pace on this one. Remember, heels stay down, especially that back heel on the offset. The back heel will really like to come up. I know this one seems weird. I've had a lot of people spend a lot of time working on aligning their stance during their squats for powerlifting or whatever. And so when you tell them to purposefully undo that, they find it really strange. Just try to stay oriented forward and let your feet go offset.
3,
You're
2,
rotating your body
1.
this way.
Stop.
Promote some looseness and mobility. Next one, back to the bear crawl. Oh, my microphone is killing me.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Remember, keep the tension on the belly and the armpits, not on the neck.
Three, 2, 1. Stop.
Nice. Okay, next one. Bent over, shoulder Y, raise. There we go. Get
3, 2,
cord
1.
out of my
Go.
way. So we're bending over. Keep the tension on the legs, and then you're feeling a squeeze in the mid back. If you feel like your neck is really taking over on these, or you're really trying to shrug up and use those upper traps to do most of the work, it's okay if they do a little bit, but I don't want you to feel like they're the only thing doing work. So if you are feeling that, try supporting one hand down here and just doing one at a time. You can even rotate a little bit. Something like that. We want you to
3,
keep your heart rate elevated,
2,
but
1. Stop.
I picked these exercises so that you'll feel more mobile when you're done. So it's kind of like, it's very active recovery, right? It's kind of a mobility session and a cardio
3,
session,
2,
all jumbled in together.
1.
We're running in place. My heart rate is 114, so I'm gonna try to go quick. Big thing I would ask of you is to try to breathe through your nose the whole time. It's just much more restful, better for your recovery, and cardiovascular training.
Three, two, one, stop.
All right. We're back to the ground. Going to the Groiner to overhead reach. Remember, keep the foot inside, keep the foot flat.
3, 2, 1.
Hold the belly up like a nice good plank. Bring the foot up and secure it in the ground. If this is too hard, two things. You can elevate your hands on a bench, couch. Maybe you make fists on the couch or a chair or something like that. Or you could just do the legs like this. I like doing the arm reach because I get some good twisting through my shoulders. My rib cage is pretty stiff this week, so I gotta loosen it up.
3, 2, 1.
And rest.
Stop.
And last one, down on the ground, lower trunk rotation. Now I told you about the leg movement on round one. There's a lot to this one to get a lot out of it.
2.
We're gonna do the same thing with the legs.
Go.
But now I'll go the other way. Now, when you rotate the legs to the right, you're gonna look at your left palm. And you're gonna try to wring your arms out like a chamois cloth. That's how I think about it. If your legs go so far that your shoulder comes up off the ground, you've gone too far, or you're not controlling the movement enough. Make sure the shoulders stay set on the ground.
Three, 2, 1. Stop.
Okay, 2 down. I guess it's that one that messes up my mic, eh?
3.
All right, we're back up.
1.
Offset squats.
Go.
Oh, yep, I'm hearing the squeaking. It's usually about 2 rounds in where the sweat starts pooling on the ground beneath me. Oh yeah, it's on my glasses now. Good thing I have my glasses strap. It's really a game changer. I don't like wearing contacts. Not just because they feel weird in my eye, but I don't know. I don't like being able to see that much. It's hard to do stuff like computer work, you know? When everything's in focus, it's like nothing's in focus.
3, 2, 1.
And
Stop.
rest. Back to the bear crawl. If you watched the last one of these that I did, it's much harder than this one.
3, 2.
So if you're looking for more of a
1.
challenge next time,
Go.
try cardio circuit 003. The bug, jeez. This is my house, man. I'm sorry if that offended any of you. We just don't really like bugs in our house. I'm kicking stuff now, jeez. What I like about doing stuff under time like this is I can take it easy. You don't need to rush through this. Remember, if this is getting too hard, just keep your knees down like this, but really
3,
active
2,
on your
1.
hands.
Stop.
So you're pushing your neck up the whole time. You're really supporting your body. You still get shoulder training out of it. It feels less on the abs for sure, but I'd rather you do it well.
3,
Run in
2,
place? No.
1.
Bent over, shoulder,
Go.
Y. So hips back, feel it in the legs. And then we're making some Ys. Now, one common mistake on this one is if you shift forward onto your toes, it's really easy to shrug up. So you gotta have a good bend hinge position here where you're loading the legs super well. I almost want this to feel like a leg exercise. I know the arms are kind of stealing the show, but it's more about the leg positioning than anything. That's the decision that eliminates other decisions. Next up is the run in place. I was trying to jump the gun earlier, sorry. I'm feeling okay, I'm just gonna get going.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, run in place. Sometimes when I get bored of this, I make circles. It's a little more interesting that way. I once did this for like an hour and a half inside, but I was, when COVID hit and we were stuck inside a lot, just seemed like a good way to exercise.
Stop.
Plus I was listening to this really good book. Oh man, I can't remember the name of it. It's the guy who made the DuckDuckGo search engine.
3,
Can't remember.
2,
Groiner
1,
to overhead reach
go.
Is next. Doing great, just try to keep moving. My heart rate is 130 flat, 131. So I mentioned the heart rate in the beginning. Generally, if you get under 120, your heart doesn't beat quite as hard, so you're not teaching it how to stretch, and you don't get the same health benefits out of it. And likewise, if you're going heart rate above 150, you're gonna burn out, and you don't have, your heart rate has to increase so fast that it can't get that full fill. So if we're trying to maximize how much the heart can fill and how efficiently, back to the ground, stop talking, Lance. Lower trunk rotation, turn my head. If you're trying to maximize general cardiovascular ability to rest, we might say eccentric ventricular, left ventricular hypertrophy. What we want is the biggest beat of the heart. So if we go too fast, it doesn't fill all the way. And if we're going too slow, it doesn't need to fill all the way. So somewhere between 120 and 150 seems to be about right.
1, stop.
Ooh. All right, 3 down. All right, yeah, 3 down. 12 minutes, 2 rounds left. Back up to the squats.
3, 2,
Feeling pretty
1,
good.
go.
I haven't heard this kind of squeak since I was in middle school, probably. It sounds like I'm in the gymnasium. Remember, push through the heels. You want to stay kind of upright on these if you can, where you're not bending over so much. It's not the hinge that we do in the shoulder raise.
3, 2, 1.
It's a squat. You want to stay, you want to pretend like you're in a, this doesn't make sense to you young kids out there, but you want to pretend like you're in a phone booth that's surrounding you on all sides, and you have to stay upright and not hit your head on the side of the phone booth. Next one, bear crawl.
Go.
Remember, if this is too tough, just keep your knees on the ground, that's fine. Worry about the neck position on these more than anything. After that, you can kind of target the outer lower abdominals.
3, 2, 1, stop.
It's so funny, that book has been driving me crazy. I can't think of the name. Bent over shoulder Y raise. He wrote another book with his wife called Super Thinking. I hope I'm thinking about the right person.
3,
Because if not,
2,
this is going to be embarrassing.
1, go.
I'll leave the link somewhere here. Remember, prioritize the legs on the shoulder Ys. You've got about 9 minutes left. Something like that.
3, 2, 1, stop.
That's starting to burn. Running places next. If you're feeling good, just go.
3, 2,
And if you haven't started yet, let's
go.
keep going. Remember, swing the arms. That's kind of the thing that I see people mess up the most, is they don't use their upper body to counteract the lower body. And so it makes it really hard to get good hip mobility and good speed turnover of each step. But it also, like, if you just do your legs, you shake around and jump a lot more.
Three, 2, 1,
And rest.
stop.
Good. Groiner to overhead reach. Dun dun dun. Make sure we're using the abs on this one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Three, 2, 1, stop.
I think my heart rate peaks the most on that one. Lower trunk rotation. This one I really, really like. This is a great warm-up exercise too.
2, 1, go.
Just because it's so hard to mess it up. If you can get the execution timing of everything, where your shoulders are staying in the ground, your arms are twisting as much as you can, and your belly, I haven't said this yet, but your belly button stays down towards the ground. You keep your deep abs on. It's really good for just getting some back stability to come back. Back stability back.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Nice. All right. 4 down, 1 to go. 6 minutes left. Doing
3,
good.
2,
Offset
1,
squat.
go.
This is the last round, so if you're feeling like you want a little more of a workout, try to speed it up. I would try to reiterate that on these, it's not about getting super exhausted. This is more about staying in that heart rate zone and just getting a nice sweat. This is not a PR, personal record day. This is a recovery day, so that your next intense training session is It's a little easier.
3, 2,
Goes a little better.
1. Stop.
All right, and rest. Bear crawl.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Remember, neck stays long and relaxed. Neck is long and relaxed.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
Nice. All right, standing up. Bent over, shoulder Y, raise. Get that low trap. Mid-back area.
3, 2,
Good
1.
hinge.
Go.
Tension in the legs. Limiting the upper trap involvement here. This just teaches your shoulder blades to stay back and down. When they rise up, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but when I'm trying to do like pushing movements or picking something up from overhead, if I let my shoulder shrug up, I can impinge some of the shoulder joints. Yes, there are multiple.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
I'm actually really feeling that. I'm probably gonna be super sore. I haven't done a whole lot of, shoulder-wise are generally kind of stupid. Kind of a waste of time, that's all. But I like them for here.
3,
It's not too bad.
2,
No
1.
equipment.
Go.
Wait, run in place, yep. No equipment needed. You still get a little bit of back muscle activity.
Three, 2, 1. Stop.
And rest. That was the last run in place. Got 2 more, 2 minutes. Groiners are next. Down to the ground.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Some dripping, eh?
Three, 2, 1. Stop.
All right, lower trunk rotation. Last one. Really try to twist those arms
3,
in this last
2,
set.
1.
Sometimes you can get
Go.
a pretty good stretch from the shoulders. You can even remind yourself to use the same muscles that you feel when you do the shoulder Ys. And they can kind of secure you here, help you rotate more without your shoulder coming up. Halfway. All right, I'm gonna do an outro. Thanks for doing this. I hope you feel better. If you learned something or enjoyed your time here, hit the like button and subscribe to be notified when I release new videos. If you need something else to watch, I mentioned another cardio circuit
3,
That's probably a good one to leave me
1.
with.
Stop.
And good. Nice job. I'll see you next time.